Good morning, you guys. It's me, the Alpha Empath. And I was up this morning doing my morning meditations. Morning times are really special for me. That's kind of when I get spiritual downloads. I get spiritual downloads from universe, from spirit, whatever you want to call it. And then I rest and I meditate on that wisdom that I got, and then I figure out some type of way to translate the knowledge that I received onto you guys. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. Sorry for waking you guys up. So I was thinking about masculinity and femininity, and that's something that many of us don't understand. And right now, during this season, during this time in the universe, there's a call for femininity. And what most people think femininity is something that's used to acquire a man. I don't teach that. I don't teach that at all. Actually, femininity is in everybody, and it is what is required to connect to consciousness. It is what is required to connect to nature. Femininity is what is required to connect to your own heart. And the reason why we see this world so callous, so manipulative, so easy to kill is because people are not connected to femininity because they think that it is weak. Listen, people, if you don't know and if you don't explore your feminine heart, you can never know God. It baffles me. It seriously baffles me when people swear that they love God so much, but I see no connection to nature. I see no connection to humanity. All I see is separation. Separation and destroy. We don't understand it. We don't know it. Therefore, we kill it. This is how masculine thinks. But masculinity needs to be guided through feminine heart. Now, I know that just kind of contradicts everything that you believe because you, like me, were probably taught that the feminine is supposed to submit to the masculine. And that is true, but only in the physical world. But remember, if you're a spiritual being, you got to understand something. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, which is the masculine. The masculine represents those things which can be seen and felt with our five senses. But the femininity represents those things that can only be felt and observed with our sixth sense. It represents principalities and energies and spirits. I don't care what you call it. It represents all of those things that cannot be seen. It represents those things that are found within revelation knowledge. And you can only access that information through feminine energy, through the heart chakra. That's the only way you can manifest it. I'm hoping that's making sense with you guys. I have a lot of women sign up for my courses. A lot of women. They sign up for my courses and they want to know what it means to be a woman. What does it mean to be feminine? What does it mean to reconnect to the divine feminine? And most women, I'm going to be honest with you, most women think that they only know how to be loud. They only know how to be loud. But what I have found to be true is that men will listen to you. They will. Men will listen to you when you understand how to cultivate energy within yourself and allow them to feel that energy in their heart chakra. It doesn't take a loud voice. Ladies, if it is taking a loud voice in order for you to communicate with the man that you love, then you chose wrong. Feminine energy only can be heard by a person that is not dull of hearing. If you find yourself constantly repeating yourself over and over again, happy Tuesday to you, Darlene. Happy Tuesday to you. Good morning, Valencia. How are you? How are you? If you find yourself constantly having to repeat yourself over and over again to the man that you love, you're in love with a man that is dull of hearing. You are in love with a man that is hard-hearted, and you should not marry him. You should not. You need to be wise. That's another thing that feminine energy represents. It represents wisdom. That's what it represents. And ladies are not walking in wisdom. Listen, my students bother me all the time. They're like, Coach, when you gonna get married? Coach, when you gonna settle down? Coach, when you gonna blah, 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 blah. And here's my truth. I have about 6, maybe 9 men that I'm not married to, that I'm not sleeping with, that let me know that they love me on a regular. And they show it not only through their care and their concern. Let me tell you something. When a man uh, has opened his heart chakra to you, when he has opened the vulnerability of his feminine energy to you, any little shift in your energy he responds to. He is automatically going to make sure that you are good, make sure that you are okay, because you are connected to him, and what hurts you hurts him. But when you have been unwise as a woman and you have allowed yourself to fall in love with a man because you lack patience, that cannot hear your feminine heart, you have set yourself up for a lesson. And instead of listening to your heart and saying, this is probably not what I should be doing, you use your masculine energy to force it together. Feminine energy acts like glue. It does not have to be forced together. It's like a puzzle piece. It just kind of perfectly just fits. If you find yourself getting a hammer and trying to hammer your relationship together, saying, I'm not giving up, I want you to know you are in your masculine energy, because that is how masculinity thinks. And there is a time and a season for you to employ your masculine energy. I teach my students all the time. Listen, ask a person, you can either get this hug or you can get these hands. You decide. Now, I would prefer that you get these hugs, but my feminine energy is only meant for people that can still listen to soft touches, to people that can still listen to the silent whisper. My masculinity is reserved for hard-hearted ass people. It's reserved for stiff-necked ass people. It's reserved for people that are not in tune with their own spirit, so therefore they cannot hear mine. So somebody said something here. Man, I really wish I knew who this was. I was a hammer. I hear you. I hear you. I was a hammer as well. And I hammered my relationship and kept it together for 12 years. And let me be honest with you, I was absolutely miserable. I was absolutely miserable. The power of femininity comes from knowing your own heart and then understanding what your heart needs. See, you cannot choose a proper mate for yourself until you have explored the territories of your own soul to know what you need. And a lot of women, this is going to be a shocker. A lot of women that are saying, I want love, I need love, I want love, I need love, they're actually operating in masculinity. It's the same energy of, I want to fuck, I want to fuck, I want pussy, I want fuck. It's the same fucking energy. Once I understood that if I gave myself love in other areas of my life, my need to have a man, my need to conquer him and have him as a status symbol, it went way down. A lot of you guys are not giving yourself love in other arenas. So you're looking for that lottery ticket. You're looking for that great love because you don't allow yourself to feel loved in any other area. You don't allow yourself excitement. So you say, all of my excitement has to come through this great relationship. You don't allow yourself spontaneity. So you say, all of my spontaneity has to come to me through the vehicle of a relationship. You don't allow yourself freedom. So you say, all of my freedom has to come to me through the vehicle of a relationship. And this is out of order. Oh, it's Taylor. Hi, Taylor. Hi. Yeah, honey. Yeah, girl, you do be being a hammer. I ain't gonna lie about it. Yeah, yeah, girl. You a hammer, Taylor, but we gonna work on that shit, girl. I got you. I got you, Taylor. But here's what it is, ladies. You gotta allow yourself to get energy in a myriad of ways, in several different ways, not just from falling in love with a man. I give myself excitement. I give myself spontaneity. I give myself self care. I explore my heart. I explore my soul. And what I found is when I became the answer to everything that my soul needed, then my need or my thirst, that's a better word, my thirst for needing someone else and having to have them in my life was quenched because I was feeding myself rivers of living water that came from deep within my soul. I listened to my own feminine heart when it said, Tiffany, take yourself on vacation. Go those places that you always wanted to go. You don't have to wait for somebody to go with you. Go. It came to me when I started that thirst started being quenched when I started listening to small things and following my own intuition. It took me years to follow my own intuition. And ladies, you should not be even considering a relationship until you learn how to follow your own intuition. Because if you enter into a relationship and you haven't learned how to follow your own intuition, you haven't learned who you are, the only thing that you're going to do is conform to them. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking a wife is supposed to conform to her husband. Bullshit. Bullshit. You are a walking goddess, just like he is a walking God. And everybody has a sacred contract in this world to fulfill a role that only they can fulfill. And when you conform to him, what you are doing is saying, fuck my sacred contract. Fuck mine. I'm going to help him with his. But what about what you're supposed to do? What about the purpose that you were supposed to fulfill? What about those things? Have you forgotten about them? There was a time when every man that I got with, it started with my daddy. Everything that my daddy liked, I liked because I wanted to have something that was in common with him, but it wasn't organically in common with him. When I got with my husband, I began to like everything that he liked because I wanted us to have some things in common, but it was fake as fuck. And eventually, I know that y'all think men is stupid, but they not. They gonna figure out that you being fake as fuck. Because the prize of a woman, I know what you think it is, and there are a lot of men thinking that it is a woman's beauty. It's her ass, it's her breast, it's her smile, it's all of that. That is not really the prize of a woman. The prize of a woman is that beautiful heart that she has cultivated in wisdom, that she has developed in character. It's the medicine that flows from her heart that can heal his soul. That's the motherfucking prize. But if you haven't sat your ass down and understood the value of being single, there is so much value to be had in being single. You need to be okay with being alone before you can be okay with being with somebody else. Because if you are not okay with being alone, when you get with somebody else, you're going to be a clingy ass burden. That's what you're going to be. So somebody said something. What did they say? Oh my God, we said nope. Well, you said BS at the same time. Yes, Valencia, I agree. Listen, ladies, know how to see. I love being alone, but because I'm alone does not mean I'm lonely. I'm not lonely. I'm not. My life is beautiful. I have established my own peace by listening to my feminine nature. How can a woman expect to help establish peace in her mate's household, her man's household, and she has not established peace in her own life? Men, don't be tricked by the ass. Mm-mm. Don't be tricked by the smile in the face. If that woman has not, if there is no peace in her life, she ain't gonna bring peace to your life. I don't care how cute you think she is. She's not. She's gonna be a headache for you, and she's gonna be a burden for you. That's what she's going to be. But we all try to get with somebody else to receive what it is that we're lacking. What I learned from the universe is by becoming the answer, the solution to my own problem, I end up attracting everything that I think that I need. And then once it comes to me, I'm like, I got it. I didn't really need this like I thought that I did. So somebody else's question right here. How can you love someone else if you can't even love your own damn self? You absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. The most that you can do, if you haven't learned how to love yourself, you can get this person into your life, fuck them over and fuck your own self over, and learn a lesson until you acquire so much pain that the shell of your hard-hearted heart breaks open, and you finally learn, I got to do better. I have to heal myself so that if somebody else enters into my life, I won't harm them. And I won't harm them because I learned how not to harm myself. You see, we are all connected. And the best way to love somebody is by loving you. I can love somebody even though I don't agree with them, even though I see the darkness in them, because I see the darkness within myself and I love it. So it's easy for me to love the darkness with them. I look at all the things in myself that I was once ashamed of, and I'm no longer ashamed of them because I understand that all of those things exist in all humanity. Well, it seems like it's 8:51. I've been on this thing for 16 minutes. I said that I was only going to talk for about 15 minutes, but I'm going to start doing these things maybe 3 times a week, getting up and sharing with you guys my morning meditations. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.